billionaire Joe Ricketts shut down two of his popular local news sites yesterday, 1 week after his editorial staff voted to unionize. Lauren Simonetti joins us with all the details on this.
All right, this is interesting. You guys know Joe Ricketts, the Chicago Cubs owner. He was also the founder and the CEO of DNAinfo and Gothamist, two popular websites for local news if you live in basically 5 cities: New York, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, and Washington. The issue is he's owned them for 8 years and they've never made a profit. So this is the message that pops up from Mr. Ricketts when you log on to those sites today. He says, look, DNAinfo is at the end of the day a business, and businesses need to be economically successful if they are to endure. Last week, the New York workers at DNAinfo decided they wanted to unionize. And as a result, all 115 workers at all of the offices are now out of a job. Let's get you the union's response to Ricketts so we have it. The Guild will be looking at all of our potential areas of recourse, and we will aggressively pursue our new member rights. So, we know how Ricketts feels. He's a Donald Trump supporter. He's been very vocal on his blog, how he feels about unions. And at the end of the day, digital media is a hard business to get into, and unions could be expensive.
This is the same argument that we always have when we talk about the minimum wage going up. Raise the minimum wage, and what happens to small business? They start cutting jobs.
Right. The comments on this are comical, because these people think that just because Joe Ricketts is a billionaire that he is responsible for keeping their jobs and losing money, that he should lose money and keep their jobs. This is what happens to unions. It's not just the union pay, it's also the work rules. I was in a union briefly, a journalist union, and it was last hired, first fired. Wow. So how does that encourage good performance?
By the way, that's not how he became a billionaire, by just constantly losing money.
He actually said unions promote a corrosive us against them dynamic, and that's terrible for entrepreneurship, which is what this country is all about.
Lauren Simonetti, we'll be right back.